Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. I'm here with a dream. In this dream, I on my way home from somewhere, from wherever, on my scooter. Okay. And as I'm riding home on my scooter, a gang of dogs decide to come out of nowhere and attack me at my front door. Okay. I'm trying to get in the door, and the dogs are like they chasing me up the street, and they follow me to the door, and they just start clawing at my foot and biting at my foot. I get upset. I can't get them off me. It's too many to just kick them. So I pull out my pepper spray and I spray them. Okay. The dogs start crying. I go in the house. Okay. So as I am tending to my wounds, okay, my mother helping me tend to my wounds, the owner of this gang of dogs decides to come to the house with the police. And they tried to write a report on me. And I stick out my feet. I'm like, officer, I was like, I was getting ready to call you. Yeah. I don't know this person's name. I don't know their address. But they dogs attacked me. Okay, I am pressing charges and I will be in contact with my lawyer. Baby, that was the end of the dream. The lady, the person, they was shocked. They was like, oh, dang, I didn't think about that. Lord, the scripture comes from Jeremiah 25. The word came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, son of Josiah, king of Judah, which was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. So Jeremiah the prophet said to all the people of Judah and to all those living in Jerusalem, for 23 years, from the 13th year of Josiah, son of Amon, king of Judah, until this very day, the word of the Lord has come to me, and I have spoken to you again and again, but you have not listened. Although the Lord has sent all his servants the prophets to you again and again, you have not listened or paid attention. They said, turn out, each of you, from your evil ways and your evil practices, and you can stay in the land of the Lord, gave to you and your ancestors forever and ever. Do not follow other gods to serve and worship them. Do not arouse my anger with what your hands have made. Then I will not harm you. But you did not listen to me, declares the Lord, and you have aroused my anger with what your hands have made, and you have brought harm to yourselves. So here's what the message, like literally this scripture goes in with this dream so perfectly. Because this is somebody, you as somebody that had a dog, okay? Y'all already know I had a dog. And you know when your dog will get at somebody. Yeah, it's no way that you don't know that your dog is about that life, okay? And when you know your dog is about that life, you try to keep your dog chained up, you try to keep your dog tied up, and you for sure finna put your dog on a leash, okay? Now, if you know your dog is about that life, and you are just letting them run around willy-nilly, you are accountable for what your dog does. Now, what was interesting to me about this dream is this person allowed their dogs to attack me. But when I defended myself, they felt offended and they were upset and they were angry. So what, I'm supposed to just allow the dogs to carry on attacking me? And then they had the audacity to call the cops on me and press charges on me when their dogs were attacking me. Now, God is saying that for whoever this is for, this is a situation where somebody is doing something to you deliberately. And it's not to say that this person, like, they just knew I was gonna come home at that moment and I was gonna be on my scooter, and that the dogs was gonna chase me to the door. But they know they supposed to have their dogs. I think Houston has a city ordinance that every dog's supposed to be on the leash, low key. But you know what I'm saying? They know they dog's gonna attack somebody, and it don't mean that they knew they would do it to me specifically. But eventually, you know what I'm saying? The dog's gonna catch somebody outside. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. If the dogs will carry on with no leash, and they carry on being ruthless, and they carry on looking for a fight, they're going to eventually catch somebody outside, and they're going to eventually attack somebody. So the thing about it is, like, it wasn't deliberately towards me until it was me. And then when it was me, instead of this person coming and apologizing, instead of this person coming to ensure I was okay, they came like to further attack me by bringing the police, as if the police were supposed to arrest me for defending myself. God said, but you did not listen to me, declares the Lord, and you have aroused my anger with what your hands have made, and you have brought harm to yourselves. And just like it says in this scripture, this person is going to bring harm to themselves. That's what happened in the dream. Because they are the one that called the cops. They are the one that brought them to my house. Like it's like they made it easier for me to go ahead and file my complaint. So for whoever this is for, this is somebody that is going to do you something. This is somebody, they gonna do something to you, regardless if this is somebody that will try to steal from you, or they try to cause you some kind of, like, they trying to attack you and they messing with you. This is gonna be somebody that is going to be doing something to you. They are going to get caught red-handed. You are going to have valid evidence, regardless if you have recordings, if you have pictures, if you have bruises. You are going to have valid proof of what this person did to you, and they are going to come at you like you are the one that is the villain, and you are going to have valid proof that it is them, and they themselves are going to fall to their own hands, because one, they should have left you alone. For two, they further, like, they know what they did to you, but they want you to be in trouble for what they did to you. And God is saying that this person is going to fall. Like, this will be a type of situation like somebody called the cops on somebody, just like in the dreams, that they called the cops on me, but they, the other person end up going to jail. It's going to be that kind of vibe. Like, I just feel like this is going to be a situation where somebody thought they would get away with something. They thought they wouldn't get in trouble for it. They thought they wouldn't get caught. They thought nobody would know. They thought nobody would catch them. God said this is going to be a situation where somebody is going to slip, and fall directly in their own trap. And that's the message. Somebody go, baby. And it could literally be a situation where this person is not deliberately trying to trap you specifically. It could be a situation where, they could be doing something careless. Like this situation. This don't specifically mean that somebody is deliberately trying to get somebody hurt. But as somebody that had dogs, I already knew. You know what I'm saying? Snickers would buck on somebody. So Snickers needs to be on a leash, okay? Snickers is a pig. Well, was a pig. Okay, Snickers not playing with nobody. Okay, she not playing. She was not playing with nobody. She will buck in a second. So she needs to be on a leash. Okay, and she needs to be. You gotta hold her. Okay, baby. She will chase after people. She will get, and she will. Okay, on somebody. And in reality, do I want her to do that? No. Did my ex want her to do that? No. Nobody wants her to go and run after somebody that's minding their own business and attack them. But at the same time, we also not going to have the audacity to get upset if somebody have to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? If I see, if I was to see my dog is messing with somebody, I'm finna yell, hey, you better come here. And while I am running to go and get her, because I can't get mad at somebody for defending themselves. Especially when I am wrong that my dog went after them. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like for whoever this is for, it's like in reality, this is a situation where God is saying that this is a test of this person. Like this they test. Because if they try to turn it on you and try to make you out to be the bad person when they know they was wrong, they could have an opportunity. They could easily humble themselves and apologize. They could come and see how you doing. They can try to help you. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things that you could do to completely dissolve a situation. But there are also things that you can do to spice a situation up, i.e. calling the cops on somebody that was defending themselves. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get them put in jail and they ain't even do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Intentionally. It's like, it's a difference between the dogs attacking me and me pepper spraying them and me just dry walking over to their backyard and like that, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference. These are two completely different things. And you know what I'm saying? As somebody that loves dogs myself, I would never want to do that. I wouldn't want to be put in a position to where I have to do that. So I just feel like God is saying there's a test. This is a test. This is a test. And it don't mean it's going to be this exact scenario. You know what I'm saying? I pray I don't never have to deal with this here. I do. I pray don't nobody dogs try to chase me on my scooter and I have to defend myself. I really do, because I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't like you. I don't like you one bit. Okay. I don't want no dogs messing with me unless they my dog and I know them personally. But if it's somebody else's dog, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the dog is playing or if it's serious. Okay. I forgot how to read the tails. So you know what I'm saying? And when it's fight or flight, all that reading the tail and trying to shake the energy, I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Okay. That thing got teeth. Okay. And they sharp. I'm just being real. My ankles already hurt. But anywho, God is saying this is a situation, whatever this is, something that God been talking to this person about anyway. So it could, regardless if it's a situation where God been telling somebody that, they need to get their brakes fixed. And they've been ignoring the screeching sound, ignoring the high pitch, the sound of like somebody nails going against a chalkboard every time they hit their brakes. And they decide to go and stop at a restaurant somewhere. And as they are sitting in this restaurant, you happen to walk across the street and they car slides, carry on, and don't hit, the brakes don't work, and they hit you. And instead of getting out that car and saying something, they try to accuse you of what is it called, of walking in front of the car or something. Baby, it could be a situation like this with the dogs, or it could be a situation of somebody, like, you know what I'm saying, like they child attacking you, or it could be so many different things. And I don't want to say it's so vicious. It could be somebody verbally attacking somebody. It could be somebody saying something nasty to somebody. It could be somebody, like, it's so many things. It could even be a situation where somebody called themselves snitching on you at work, and then they find out you was supposed to be doing what you was doing, so they end up in trouble for minding your business instead of doing their job. You know what I'm saying? But that's the message. God say whatever this is, like I'm being reminded of in Harry Potter when the little boy, I forgot that little boy, the boy with the blonde hair, was following them off into the woods, and he went and snitched on them to the teacher, and he thought that because he snitched that he wasn't gonna get in trouble. And she said, "All four of y'all got the teacher." He was like, "Four, yes, four. You were out of bed as well." Okay, so I just feel like it's a situation where somebody trying to get at you and trying to get you into trouble and trying to get you caught up, they gonna get themselves caught up. And God is saying it's happening because of what they're doing. Like, this is a situation where if they would have just left you alone, or if they would have chose the high road and helped you, or if they would have apologized for whatever happened, they wouldn't even have to worry about what they're going to have to worry about. But because instead they decided to see all red, and they wanted to attack you, and they wanted to come after you, and they wanted to allow this to happen and that to happen, and you can't do this and you can't do that, God said they are going to receive his wrath. And that's the message. That's the message. And that's the next scripture, the cup of God's wrath. God say they are going to be in the midst of God's wrath, depending on their choice. Okay, this is a lesson for somebody. Whoever this person is, this is their lesson. Okay, this is a test. Okay, it's a test. And if they fail the test, they are going to be in the midst of God's wrath. God is giving them an opportunity to pass, but it's up to them. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.